Hey everybody, it's Busy Little Bee in the flesh, and there's Honeybee. Say hi. So I wanted to give you guys an update on the case that I'm working on, the content I'm working on. Obviously, if you've been paying attention to my community tab, I'm working on a documentary about Richard Rosario and his wrongful conviction. So, first, I want to start by introducing some of his alibi witnesses so that you for yourself can judge, whether they're credible or not.
I'm in Jupiter, Florida, heading to the first two names on Rosario's list of alibi witnesses, John Torres and his wife Janine.
I know he was in my house, so I can't live with myself knowing if there's any way I can help him, at least to just tell the truth.
I was pregnant with my first son. We were living in a small apartment. Richard was down from New York, staying with us.
I did not want him in my house. They were always out, hanging out, partying, and...
But even though she feels that way about Rosario, Janine says she knows he was in her living room on June 19th, 1996. You were home on the 19th?
Well, I went to my doctor's office, and when I came back home, it was like midday. He was on the sofa with my husband, and I was telling them that the doctor wants me to go to the hospital.
It was midday on June 19th that the crime happened in New York. And Janine says she's certain Richard Rosario was in her apartment in Florida.
He was sitting on my sofa, and I remember telling Rich, you gotta go, my baby's coming.
My son was born on June 20th, 1996, and they're claiming that Richard killed someone on June 19th, 1996, which that's physically impossible because he was in my house when we were leaving for my wife to go to the hospital to be induced. I'm looking at him, talking to him, June 19th, June 20th. It is 1,000% impossible for Richard to have committed that crime. There's no way. He can't be in New York and Florida at the same time. This is my oldest son. The scary part about it is this is how much time has gone by that Richard's been in jail, From the time that he was born, this is how long it's been.
I meet up with Margarita and Fernando Torres. You've already met their son, Sheriff's Deputy John Torres. His father, Fernando, says he also remembers seeing Richard Rosario in Florida on that special day.
If my grandson had not been born on the 20th of June, this would be nothing to me.
And his memory appears to be clear.
It was between 1 and 3 in the afternoon. I parked my car right there, right about here. And Richard walked over and greeted me right about here. And he told me that my daughter-in-law had just had the baby.
It's hard not to believe Fernando. After all, he has a job that doesn't exactly condone lying.
I'm an assistant pastor right now at the church.
My sister-in-law at the time was giving birth, and Richard was there in the house when she was going into labor.
Prior to his trial, did anybody interview you?
No.
Have you thought about this a lot over the years?
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. His life, his kids, not able to see him.
My name is Michael Serrano. I'm a federal correction officer. I've been doing that for about 10 years now. He was staying in Johnny's house, and he was there celebrating the birth of Johnny's son.
A sheriff's deputy, a pastor, a federal corrections officer. Is everybody just lying? Obviously not. He's been exonerated, but how is this not taken seriously in the 1990s? This was 1998 when he was actually convicted. So I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments. Let me know what you think. As you know, I do skip around on content on subjects. So the wrongful conviction series will continue next week. But my next video will be a comprehensive wrap-up of why Just Breezin' today is a lolcow. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for coming, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.
It's a nice lady called Busy Little Bee. It's a nice channel. Busy Little Bee, subscribe.
That is Queen Bee.
Busy Little Bee, subscribe to Busy Little Bee's channel.
Come on, Busy Little Bee.
Good night, Busy Little Bee.